G'day, legends. Welcome back to the show. Today, we're diving into the Tasmanian property scene with insights right from the heart of Tassie. Think of it as a real estate adventure down under, yeah?
Absolutely, it's a cool vibe. So, we're chatting about property trends, market nuances, and even a bit of the personal drive behind it all, right?
Exactly. Imagine this, a seasoned agent, Amanda Puma, coming all the way from Hobart in Tassie, sharing her backstory, her wins, and some market survival tips.
Yep, indeed. I love that bit about how she's been with an agency, let's call it Evergreen Estates, around for 20 years, handling mostly mid to high end residential sales. That's some serious legacy, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. It's like she built her career on hard graft, watching her folks grind, no plan B. It's about that relentless pursuit through every deal, every call.
That sounds inspiring. And then there's the awards. Being Tassie's top agent as per a major property portal and nailing the best sales agent honors for 3 consecutive years. That's not just luck, that's credibility and stacked reviews, right?
Right on. It's a mix of stellar sales numbers, top notch vendor feedback, and a bit of that algorithmic magic. She really has unlocked that secret sauce that makes vendors and buyers alike
Yeah, no
stick
doubt about
around.
that. Speaking of relationships, it's clear she relies on building genuine bonds with both vendors and buyers. I mean, she talks about how every contact counts, right? Keeping names, faces, stories alive long term.
Exactly. It's like each connection is a puzzle piece that builds up a massive picture of trust. Repeat business then becomes like the
Right,
icing
that
on the cake.
continuity is crucial. Now, here's something I find interesting. She mentioned that AI might soon be a game changer, handling those personal touches like birthday emails. Honestly, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's a neat angle. It's like the potential for AI to dig into those notes and draft messages that sound every bit personal. But here's the kicker, while it's super handy, I sometimes wonder if it could dilute that
I see your
personal
point.
essence.
Right. Maintaining an authentic feel is essential in real estate. Nothing beats a genuine conversation. So while AI can handle reminders, the human touch, as she said, is irreplaceable.
Absolutely. Building relationships is very much about being present and in the moment. And now moving on to the Tasmanian market itself, she mentioned that post COVID, there was a massive surge, prices skyrocketed, then took a bit of a dip. That nuance is pretty intriguing, don't you think?
Yes, indeed. For sure, it's interesting to note that even though prices are down by about 7.3% from their peak, the overall rise from the pre boom era is still around 36% over 5 years. That market, though subtle, is dynamic.
Right. It's like a buzzy balancing act with median houses sitting around 65K and agency sales in the high 900s. It shows the range in the property ladder.
That range tells a big story. And what about rental yields? From what we hear, you've got city yields around 4 to 4.5% and even higher, like up to around 6.5% further out in the suburbs. That kind of variance must really inform investment decisions, right?
Exactly. It creates a landscape where investors have options. It's like choosing between a quick, easy resale in the city versus a high yield, longer term rental
Yep, nature
strategy
strategies
further
all
out.
around. Now, something that caught my ear was her comment on land tax and stamp duty. Owner occupiers get a break on land tax, and first home buyers enjoy concessions on stamp duty. That sort of fiscal detail really shapes who's buying what, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like those little policy tweaks can have a big impact on the market. And it makes the prospect of getting that first home, especially in souvenir suburbs, a lot more manageable.
True that, every bit counts. And then there's the economic vibe. She paints a picture of a neutral setting with buzz around potential developments, like a new stadium and event driven tourism. Not booming, but stable enough for now.
Right? It's not a mad rush, but it's steady enough to support a community where trust and local relationships really matter.
That sense of home really does drive market stability. One thing that struck me was her emphasis on affordable regional spots. Units around 400K and houses around 550K in areas just a short drive out, showing that there's potential in those less centralized spots without the craziness of major cities.
Yes, exactly. It's like a low key investment move geared towards safe rental yields and good liquidity. Sometimes a simpler house beats a fancy apartment any day.
Yeah, I can see that working well. Now, a bit of a challenge. Don't you think some might argue that these small, tight knit suburbs in Hobart don't have the explosive potential of, say, a rail linked, booming metropolis? How do you respond to that?
That's a fair point. I mean, while it's true there won't be sudden spikes thanks to mega rail projects, it's also true that these areas deliver steady organic growth. It's like preferring a reliable marathon
Steady
pace
wins the race.
over an unpredictable sprint.
And with interstate migration shifting a bit, now seeing about 19-20% buyers from out of state, the market's appeal is pretty wide ranging. It seems mix and match of owner occupiers is keeping things fresh.
Right? You get a blend of locals and new faces, each bringing their own energy. It really helps fuel a diverse market dynamic, which is vital in these times.
Definitely, diversity is a strength here. And let's not forget the little nuggets like rate cuts. 3 recent cuts have boosted buyer confidence, even if the real boost is more sentiment driven than altering borrowing power dramatically.
For sure, it's more of an assurance factor, a way to nudge potential buyers into feeling that now is the right time, even if the numbers don't shift massively.
Yeah, sometimes perception is key. Wrapping it up, the Tassie property market comes off as chill, affordable, with a strong local vibe. Perfect for those looking for a relaxed yet smart investment. Would you agree?
Absolutely. It's got that down to earth charm, solid relationships, steady economic signals, and yeah, a bit of that rugged Tasmanian spirit.
Right on, couldn't have put it better. So, whether you're a vendor, a buyer, or even an investor in the rental market, there's a lot to love and a lot to consider. It's a landscape where every detail matters.
Exactly. It's about the details. From agency legacies to those fiscal policies, each makes its mark. And remember, while it's fun and intriguing, always do your own homework before making those big money
Thumbs
moves.
up on that advice. With that in mind, don't you feel the Tasmanian property market is like um, a hidden gem waiting to be polished further, especially for those who appreciate a slower pace with potential for steady growth?
Yeah, it's that subtle glow, quiet yet effective. It might not have the flash of a high octane market, but it certainly builds trust and consistency over time.
It's the promise of the long game. Well, that wraps our deep dive into Tassie today. It's been a blast exploring everything from personal grit to market dynamics with you.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining this chat. And big shout out to the insights that keep these discussions raw and real. Remember, do your due diligence before any big moves and keep that
Right?
curiosity
Always
buzzing.
question and learn. Until next time, stay savvy, and here's to finding your perfect place, wherever that may be.
Cheers to that, legends. See you next time.